Breaking news coming in. A team of security personnel comprising CRPF and state police personnel have come under an ambush. Reports are that at least 20 personnel have been killed in that attack. 3 bodies of the Jawans have also been recovered as we speak, and a team of 40 Jawans who were surrounded by a much bigger group of Maoists are still, we believe that encounter is still raging on. That's the latest that we have as we speak. Well, a team of security personnel comprising CRPF and state police personnel have come under an ambush. We believe that this has happened very close to the same area where the Congress leaders in May last year had been killed and gunned down by Maoists. That encounter seems to be still raging on as we speak, and we're being told that 3 bodies of Jawans have also been found, and it was a team of 40 Jawans who were surrounded by a much bigger group of Maoists. It seems to be a pre-planned attack by the Maoists. Those are the details that we have as of now. This spot was very close to where the Congress leaders were massacred in May last year, and about 5 to 6 have also been injured from our forces side. We have Pia joining us on the phone line. Pia, what details do you have? Pia, can you hear me? What details do you have with you?
So, Vedika, at the moment, there seems to be a little bit of conflicting information that's coming in. What we know is that there were 40 security men who were part of that party that was ambushed. We're hearing reports that as many as 20 may be dead, but we do know that the security forces have so far recovered at least 3 bodies. So until they locate the other people who are missing,
yes,
there is no confirmation on the final number.
Pia, do stay with me. Let me interrupt there. I believe Jugal Purohit is also joining us on the phone line. Jugal, what details do you have? We believe that this is a huge and massive encounter that has taken place, and this has taken place very close to where the Congress leaders in May last year were massacred.
That's correct, Vedika. In fact, I just spoke a short while back to the IGP of the Bastar range, and he has confirmed to us that it was a party of 40 men which had moved out of this place called Tongpal, which is on the border between Sukma and Bastar districts.
Yeah.
This party was subsequently surrounded by as many as 80 to 90 odd Maoists, obviously more than double the strength. And then the encounter took place. What we also understand that 3 bodies as of now have already been recovered, but the local police is not willing to go beyond that particular point right now. So as long as they do not confirm more than 3 bodies, we must not be mentioning anything else, because right now it can lead to severe panic. What we also understand is that in this encounter there are several personnel who've been injured. Reinforcements from both the sides, from the Bastar district side as well as Sukma, have already been moving towards that. Remember, this entire incident is almost 2 hours old as we speak now.
Yes.
And as you rightly pointed out, this has happened very, very close to the area of Jhiram Ghati, where in the month of May last year the congressmen were massacred. This area, I have personally traveled many a times on the road, is an extremely hilly area. There are thick forests surrounding, and one doesn't know exactly where, but one can be definitely sure that this is an area which favors the Maoists because of the kind of terrain. And springing a surprise while there is a party which is on an area domination is not a very big deal out here. It can happen, but what is indeed surprising is that given the area and the kind of situation that has developed before, why did a party of as less as 40 move in that area? Because some time back there was a standard operating protocol that the parties will be of a much larger number than 40. One will have to wait and watch into these details as to why such a small party was moved out. But yes, as of now, we can tell you, according to the IGP of Bastar who I spoke to, 3 bodies have been found. They are on the hunt for more. The firing has subsided, I can tell you also, and that reinforcements from both the sides, the Sukma side as well as Bastar side, have already begun moving towards that spot.
Jugal, so it clearly is a premeditated attack that we're talking about. The vantage point lies with the Maoists in this case. They doubled the number of the security personnel that were present at the time of this encounter. We could be expecting more casualties.
Well, Vedika, there's no denying that there is a situation which started from there being 1 body found and 5 to 6 injured. Now, as I said, 3 bodies have been found by the police. So in that sense, it is very, very likely that the casualty count will rise. And as I said, 40 odd men being surrounded by twice their number in a territory where it supports them, and having the element of surprise on their side, there is every chance that the casualty count may rise. And it could give rise to a very, very ugly scenario of yet another tactical defeat by Maoists in the very same area that they inflicted a severe damage not even a year back. But these are details that we'll have to wait and watch out for. But right now, yes, it has indeed come as a rude shock to the security forces, because I was there in the month of November when the elections were held, and it did seem at that time that we had very well, dominated that area. And this patrol, particularly leaving from this post called Tongpal, which is on the border of Sukma, just before the Bastar district starts, is from where this party of 40 men moved towards what is being called as an area domination exercise. Obviously, the intelligence was not there. Obviously, they were not aware of the kind of domination that the Maoists had already perpetrated and arranged for them. And it does seem as of now, going by the kind of body language that I'm getting to understand from the police and the security forces personnel, that they are very, very apprehensive about this, what has happened in this. And as you rightly pointed out, there's every indicator that the casualty count may go up.
Jugal, do stay with me. I'm going to even talk to you about the link between this ambush and the elections that are just weeks away. But before that, we also have Kamalji joining us on the phone line. Kamalji, what are your sources telling you from within the Home Ministry about this ambush that has taken place?
Well, definitely the Home Ministry officials are in touch with senior officials in Chhattisgarh at this point of time. And remember, elections are there, and in May itself, we've seen that 20 congressmen were killed in Jhiram Ghati. This place, we've been told, is between Jhiram Ghati and Tongpal police station. There was a construction site where these policemen as well as CRPF men were standing. The bad news coming in is that there are 3 confirmed dead, but our sources also indicate that perhaps the number of dead could go up from 3 to almost 15. That is going to be a huge shock for the security forces in an election year. So in that sense, there is a minute-by-minute detail coming into Home Ministry. Mr. Shinde just stepped outside a short while ago. He said he is awaiting details from Chhattisgarh police, but this is going to come as a huge rude shock. As I mentioned to you earlier, this is an election year. There have been several advisories which have gone from Home Ministry, especially to Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand, that they should be very much alert, considering that these are 2014 elections. We've seen earlier itself, a year and a half ago, that's when the Naxals had really time and again attacked politicians, targeted VIPs right there in Jhiram Ghati and in and around that area.
All right, one can't but help but think of the Dantewara encounter also that had taken place and draw parallels with that. We'll keep bringing our viewers up to date. Jugal Parot and Kamalji, thank you so much for bringing us those inputs both from the Home Ministry as well as the security forces. We'll bring you up to speed with the latest. We're hoping that there are no more casualties in this ambush.